Hello, hello, hello. I am your host OCL, and welcome back to One Century Later. Today we'll be taking a look at all events from July 27th to August 2nd, 1925. As with last week, all of my sources are in the description down below. Monday, July 27th, 1925. The Rome correspondent for the Chicago Tribune, George Seldes, was ordered to leave Italy after authoring articles that negatively depicted the fascist government of Benito Mussolini. He was given 10 days to leave the country. Also on this day, the Hundina Radio Control Company demonstrated the world's first radio-operated automobile in New York City. A 1926 Chandler sedan was retrofitted with an antenna that would pick up radio signals from an operator in a trailing car. The antenna would use radio signals to control motors that would push the pedals, turn the steering wheel, and even honk the horn. The driverless car traveled along Broadway Street and Central Park Drive before abruptly crashing into another car. Tuesday, July 28th, 1925. The Sikh Gurdwaras Act 1925 was signed into law in British India. The act brought the control of the Gurdwaras, Sikh places of worship, to the Shiromani Gurdwara Parbandhak Committee, which still controls the Gurdwaras 100 years later. Also on this day, the former Kaiser of Germany, Wilhelm II, issued a statement declaring that the Treaty of Versailles should be scrapped, stating, quote, "The criminal and impossible Treaty of Versailles has disarmed Germany and left Europe and the world bereft of the greatest factor of peace." Wednesday, July 29th, 1925. The Brazilian newspaper O Globo began publication in Rio de Janeiro. Today, O Globo is one of the largest circulating newspapers in Brazil. Thursday, July 30th, 1925. Coal mine owners in Great Britain gave a 1-month notice that the Miners' Federation of Great Britain Agreement of 1921 would be terminated. This would decrease the wages paid to coal miners by up to 20%. In response to this, the Trades Union Congress declared a strike would begin the following day at midnight unless this decision was reversed. Friday, July 31st, 1925. In what would later be known as Red Friday, the potential coal miner strike, with almost 1 million coal miners participating, caused by the previous day's announcement of the decreased wages, was averted. The British government was unable to handle such a large strike on such a short notice, so the Prime Minister, Stanley Baldwin, agreed to subsidize the coal miners' wages until a commission could be created to study the effects of terminating the Miners' Federation of Great Britain Agreement of 1921. Saturday, August 1st, 1925. Domingos Leite became the Prime Minister of Portugal. Also on this day, the Palestinian Citizenship Order 1925 came into effect in the British Mandate of Palestine. This order created a Palestinian citizenship for residents of the Palestine Mandate and would remain in effect until 1948, when Great Britain withdrew from Palestine. Sunday, August 2nd, 1925. The Battle of Al-Mazrah began in the French Mandate of Syria. The battle was fought between 500 Druze and Bedouin horsemen, led by Sultan Pasha al-Atrash, and 3,500 French Army of the Levant troops, led by General Macoun. While the French column was resting from their march near the town of Al-Mazrah, Sultan Pasha al-Atrash led an assault on the column, but inflicted minimal casualties and was quickly routed. And that is all. See you next week for all events from Monday, August 3rd, 1925 to Sunday, August 9th, 1925.